In this video, I'm going to be going over how to get the free endgame level 40 Joel Embiid in NBA 2K23 My Team as fast as possible and as easy as possible, just showing you guys the best ways to get XP right now in Season 8 and also just some tips and tricks to help you guys out along the way. So as you guys most likely know, level 40 for Season 8 is this endgame Joel Embiid card, which right now is looking to be one of the best power forwards in my team since he's an endgame with some pretty decent size and also a great player model, and then you also get some MT tokens, packs, and invincible Ben Wallace along the way. So I'll just be showing you guys how to level up as fast as possible and what are my tips and tricks. So the first thing that I would start off with is going to be this My Team shoes, badges, and graded card section, because you want to focus on these grade 100 cards. Now, if you don't have 100 cards or you don't have the MT to do so, then I can understand why. But if you guys do have the cards and willing to spend a little bit of MT, I did this for previous seasons, but what you guys can do is just grade 100 cards. You do that very simply by just grading 10 cards 10 times, and then you do get yourself 5,000 XP. It's going to cost you a little bit of MT. I think on average, if you're just doing gold cards and you're grading 100, it might be around like 12 or 15k, which is fairly expensive, I guess, for XP. But at this time in my team, you guys should have enough where that shouldn't be too much to spend if you guys want to get Embiid as fast as possible. So I'm just going to quickly grade all of these cards. I did this for previous seasons, and then I'll show you guys what I would be doing for this season. So what you do is create a new order, right? You go down to the bottom, grade 10 cards, and then you want to do obviously gold cards. Now I only have a few gold cards left, so now I'm gonna have to go into the emerald tier, which is obviously going to cost a little bit more. But if you guys have tons of gold cards to do this with, once again, I think it's only going to cost about like 1200 to maybe 1300 for the 10 gold cards. And as you guys can see, I've now graded 10 cards. You do that 10 times over, 9 more times, and then you do get yourself 5,000 XP. And then for the shoe and the badges, now this is really up to you guys of how many badges you want to add, or you can just go ahead and sell them on the auction house, because badges still have some sort of value, right? You go down to your badges, if you go down to your badges, you can see like if I wanted to sell Masher, it's still going to give me like at least 500 MT. So do you really want to add that onto a card or get the 500 MT? It's only 100 XP. I would probably stay away from it unless you guys want to get Joel Embiid as quick as possible. But if you're not really worried about getting him like in the next couple of days and you're willing to wait a week or two, maybe like a week and a half, I would probably just wait. I don't think it's worth it. Just go ahead, sell your shoes or sell your badges, and I feel like you'll be able to make tons more of MT. So I probably wouldn't do that unless you guys, like I said, want to get him right away. And then the next bit of XP advice is going to be focusing on these holo cards, the free holo dark matters that we will be getting every single day. So far, the first card we got was this holo J.R. Smith, and to get this card, you have to attempt 22 3-pointers and make at least 10 with a player in a game. Super easy to do. I mean, that can take one game to do, and then also win 3 triple threat online and triple threat online games. So once you do that, you do get yourself a free dark matter J.R. Smith, which is cool. I don't think you can sell the card, but it is cool that you can get that card for completely free. But then there's also 3000 XP tied into that card. As you guys can see, all you have to do is make 7 3-pointers in a game with the heroic J.R. Smith 2 times, and then you do get 3000 XP. And you can do that very simply, in triple threat offline, or like or if you go to your challenges and you go to your spotlight challenges and you go to like the pioneers of the game and you do this challenge on semi-pro, or you just find a semi-pro challenge, you can do that very easily. So making sure that you're doing that every single day, getting your free dark matter, doing the challenge for I assume 3000 XP every single day, that means in 10 days that's a free 30,000 XP and also 10 free dark matters. And these challenges look very simple to complete, and most people should be able to do them very easily. So that's kind of the next thing I'd focus on, that you can chip away at every single day, is make sure you're getting your free dark matter, doing their quick little challenge, and that's 3000 XP you guys can earn every single day. And then there's obviously the obvious ones, like going through the endgame Luka Doncic packs and just seeing what cards you can buy off the auction house, or maybe that you have in your collection. So what I would do if you're like on a budget is just buy these 3 dark matters. They should be really cheap. Garland, Jameson, and Johnson, very easy to obtain. I would assume they're like 5 to 10k, maybe at the most. I'll quickly check Garland's price, who probably is one of the more expensive ones between the 3, Larry Johnson. But yeah, I would assume this card's like under 10k. I don't see why he would be more. Yeah, so he's probably like 4 to 5,000 MT, pretty much at discard value. So you can just buy him for actually under 5,000 MT, and then just quick sell them back or list them up if you wanted to, and you'll pretty much get most of your MT back. So it's kind of like loaning cards. You're not actually buying them, you just kind of like loaning them. You buy the card, do the XP challenge, and then sell them back, and you really don't lose that much over time. Now I wouldn't recommend doing that with invincibles, unless, once again, if you want to buy these invincibles, you can get Joel Embiid as fast as possible. You can buy the invincible, sell them right back. You probably lose a little bit more MT just because they are invincibles, or if you wanted to do this with the end games, because they're going to be a lot more expensive. So that's something, once again, if you guys have a lot of MT and want to try to get Joel Embiid as fast as possible, that is obviously going to be something you guys can focus on. Like if you can get the end games, that's 15,000 XP really fast and easy. Now I want to quickly say this for people that maybe don't know, the best way to do all of these challenges is you want to try to combo as many up as possible together. And what I mean by that, so let's say, for example, we get the new daily agenda for a free dark matter, and one of the agendas is win 3 triple threat offline games or 3 triple threat online games. And then let's say you still need your J.R. Smith 3-pointers, so you need to make 7 3-pointers in a game with the heroic J.R. Smith. So let's say you have J.R. Smith, and then the new challenges come out for a new free dark matter, and let's say it's the exact same challenges, and you have to win 3 triple threat offline games. Go into triple threat offline, don't just use three random cards and get the wins. Throw in J.R. Smith, right? Get J.R. Smith 3s done. Oh, and then you bought Darius Garland, right? So let's say you bought Darius Garland from this set. Now go put Darius Garland in that lineup. Have Darius Garland, well, I guess it's 20 assists, so it wouldn't work for that challenge, but you guys get the point. Just try to do as many stuff together as possible. Just try to combo them up. So go into a game, right? Score 10 points in the paint with Larry Johnson, get the assist with Darius Garland, score 7 points with Antoine Jameson, and then do that twice over, and you should have it done in 2 different games. So just trying to combo up as much XP as possible is the fastest way to get it done. So just trying to, pick these challenges. For example, if you have, let's say, Walter Davis, right? So score 40 points with Walter Davis, and then let's say you're going for the steal with Tony Allen, you're going for the rebounds with Carlos Boozer. Let's say you get up to Joe Dumars, you can assist with Joe Dumars to Walter Davis's points. Like, you just want to try to combo up as much stuff as possible, and that's going to be the fastest way to get XP. And then kind of like one of the last things I wanted to talk about, and one of the more helpful things, is going to be this NBA win. So as you guys can see, you're actually going to get 1,200 or 1,250 XP for winning a game with 13 players from that team. So what I would do is focus on this one first, because it's actually so easy to get and you get more XP. But all of these challenges are actually really easy to obtain. If you guys are kind of wondering, well, how do I get 13 Pistons players? I don't want to have to go spend all my MT to get those cards. Well, if you guys haven't got them already from the token market, that is easily the best way to get these cards for really cheap. I mean, it's like, what, 2 tokens to get a Pistons player, right? So if you want to get a Pistons player, let's say you need 13 and you don't have to buy too many off the auction house, what you guys can do is actually buy 12 from the token market. So you're going to need some tokens, right? So what you can do is buy 12 from the token market and then go on the auction house and buy like one half decent card that can, like, somewhat score you the ball. And I'll show you guys what challenge to do, because you can do those so easily. So like I said, go to the Pistons, maybe set your MT to like a couple thousand MT, and just see if you can find a card that is half decent. So I mean, I probably could have picked a couple guys before this, but I'm trying to see if there's anybody maybe a little bit better from the Pistons. I'll just go with Cade, right? So 1500 MT, I get myself a Cade Cunningham, and then now what I can do is, once again, go build a lineup, put 13 Pistons players in, right? And then what you guys can do, right? So you go to this 13 Pistons player in a game, you got to win a game, right? So instead of going into like a domination game or a full 5-minute quarter game, all you guys got to do is play or go to your challenges, go to your skills challenges, and scroll down to the basketball fundamentals. This is where you guys want to do a lot of your XP in the inside scoring challenge. Not for this one specifically, but the inside scoring is really good for any XP challenge. But for this one, you would go to the mid-range scoring, once again with your Cade Cunningham and your 12 other Pistons players, equaling a total of 13. You go into this challenge, all you got to do is make 5 shots with that Cade Cunningham card, or anybody on the team. Make 5 shots with that single player. You complete the challenge and you end the game right away. So you just got, 1200 XP, 1250 XP for literally what, 2-3 minutes of work. Like, that game only takes you 2-3 minutes to make 5 shots, right? Once you're actually in the game. So focus on the NBA wins, especially the ones, if you guys have the cards from the token market or willing to buy them from the token market, I would focus first on the ones that is like to win the game with 13 Pacers players, or win the game with 13 Grizzlies players, you know, win the game with 13 Timberwolves. I'd focus on that first, because that's like, you know, 2500 XP, you know, that's 5000 XP. If you do, let's say 4, you're getting 5k XP from just those 4 challenges. So this is probably one of the first things I'd focus on, you know, actually to do. And once again, you go to your skills challenges, you go to the basketball fundamentals, and you can do the mid-range scoring. So yeah, focus on NBA wins. That's going to be a great way to get XP. And then, like I said, guys, the inside scoring challenge is really good for doing like longer amounts of XP challenges. So if you need to score like 100 points with the player, you need to get 20, 30 assists, you need to get 20, 30, 40 rebounds, you know, instead of just going into keep repeating like T2 offline games, you can just do this inside scoring challenge, right? It's going to be on semi-pro difficulty, 12-minute quarters, and you can just keep playing, right? You got so much time to get all your challenges done, and then once you get all of your challenges done you wanted to do, all you got to do is score 5 baskets off post moves. So I just do post fadeaways, and the game will end right away. You don't have to play the full 12-minute quarter game. So yeah, that's going to be all my tips and tricks to getting Joel Embiid as fast as possible. Let me know in the comment section down below, are you guys going to be going for the end game Joel Embiid? And if you guys are, let me know what level you guys are currently in my team, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.